I have no idea what that was about. My phone just powered down even though I'm not even remotely close to being out of battery. It was really weird. But what I'm getting at is that there's no way that me feeling pretty decent today probably didn't have anything to do with me starting venlafaxine today, because the pharmacist said it would take at least 2 weeks, especially on the low dose that I'm on, for me to start feeling anything from that dose. He said something about the half-life of the drug and it getting built up into my system, and like I said yesterday, I had a similar day to today. So I'm inclined to think that it's probably more that the diet that I've been doing is starting to help. And it may be other factors that I'm totally unaware of, like weather, I don't know, but it did rain, in the past 3 days. So the barometric pressure, should have messed with me, but didn't. It's so hard to tell what is doing what, But regardless, it's good news. And the venlafaxine, I'm hopeful because, like I said, my coworker just started taking it for migraines about a month ago, and she increased the dosage more aggressively than I am. So like I said, I'm starting out 12.5 for 2 weeks. She did 12.5 for a week and then went to 37 milligrams. I'm doing 12.5 for 2 weeks and then increasing to 25 milligrams. And I think she's on 50 milligrams now, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah, I hope my days start trending in this direction. That would be really good. And I'm hopeful with the venlafaxine because my coworker said that it has really helped her migraines, which gives me hope. Because just before yesterday, Monday, and today, Tuesday, Sunday was not great. Saturday was not great. The weeks prior to that were not, so like I had a whole bunch of terrible days leading up to yesterday and today being somewhat decent. So it's not like I've had several months of being good and I'm starting to take venlafaxine. No, it's like I've been not good for years, and maybe the diet is helping, but I still think the venlafaxine will hopefully aid and just knock all of this away. And the diet and the new medication the diet will keep working, and the venlafaxine will come in and take the rest of it away. So that's what I'm hoping. And I did go into the bathroom and some other trigger areas that I normally get symptoms in more so, and I did a lot better than I normally do. So yeah, I just wanted to update you. I thought that maybe some good news would be something that is nice to hear every once in a while. It's certainly nice to feel the effects of not feeling like crap. So anyways, I hope you guys are all doing good out there. If you're struggling, keep your head up. I know it's difficult, but what other option do we have? We have our family and our friends that care about us, that want to see us do well, and we want to do well. So just keep that in mind. I know when you're in the trenches, you can't think about anything else. But that's why I'm making these videos. I hope some of you are coming along on my adventure, on my journey. If for no other reason, to know that you're not in this alone. There are other people out there that are suffering daily and have for years, and do break down and cry, and do have mental breakdowns, and have days or weeks or months where you're over it. You can't take it anymore. But the thing is that we're still here, so apparently we can take it. It's just not the most fun thing, right? But it's easy to forget how strong we really are, to deal with what we've been dealing with for so long. And I want to encourage you to give yourself a break. Give yourself a little bit. How do I want to say this? Give yourself permission to not feel okay. Because it's okay to feel crummy. If you're down in the dumps and you're depressed and you're having anxiety, don't add to that by thinking that you're somehow, less of a person or not strong because you feel weak. I think that as a society we don't we kind of confuse what strength is, right? We view strength as stoicism and and just being this regal person, like a statue that has no emotion and doesn't get upset. That's bullshit. I mean, if you are dealing with what I'm dealing with and you found my channel, then certainly you have been. Then you're incredibly strong. And I think it's hard for me to say that about myself, because it sounds like self-aggrandizing, right? Like, it doesn't feel like I'm not the type of person to like be like, oh, I'm tough, I'm a mentally strong person. It just feels weird to give yourself a compliment like that, right? But maybe that's not a good thing. I think it's a bad thing if you have an overinflated ego and convince yourself of things that are not true, or convince yourself of things that I need to go inside and get a shower. If you try to convince yourself of things that aren't true, but it's different if you're very much hard on yourself and there are things that are true, that it's okay to say that, yeah, I'm a strong person. I've been through a lot, and just to recognize that about yourself and give yourself a little bit of a break, because I know I put a lot of stress on myself, because when you feel like crap, your focus is constantly on how do I fix this? How do I fix this? And then when you're feeling okay, you're like, there's no way this is going to last. And, you know, you're constantly in your head about this stuff. So I just want to encourage you to, if you are down in the dumps, to know that you are strong. We can do this. And unfortunately, it's just sort of a long journey to come out on the other end. And I'm certainly not fully there yet, but I'm starting to see a little bit of hope. And hope is one of those things that if you don't have, can be very scary. And I've been in those situations. And you always look for hope. And you're always looking for that next thing when something fails. And right now, I think I have something that might be working. And you notice the hesitation in my words. And I think I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I think I've been conditioned to be very pessimistic about something going to, you know, like a new medication or a new acupuncture or a new supplement. When you've gone through the ringer, as most of us have, it's easy to get down on yourself and lose hope. But hopefully, if you stuck with me this far into this video, which I hope you have, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that need to hear this. Just don't give up hope. And keep pushing forward, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. Sometimes that's all you can do. And if you need to vent, write it down in the comment section. You can DM me through I don't know if YouTube has a DM section, but you're more than welcome to reach out to me. And did I leave any of those trails of thought? I'm sure I started a thought and did not finish it at some point. But yeah, you're stronger than you think. Give yourself a break. Give yourself permission to not feel great. That's okay. It doesn't feel okay, but it is okay. You don't have to be this brave person all the time. Even though our society and everything, it seems like you have to be like this stand-up, everything's fine all the time. Everything isn't fine all the time, and life is challenging, and this thing that we're dealing with is incredibly challenging. So if you're feeling low, don't get down on yourself because you're feeling low. Anyways, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want to try to help encourage some of you out there, and also give you maybe a little bit of good news that maybe my diet is starting to slowly work, and I'm excited for the venlafaxine to hopefully give me, you know, a little, just kind of come in and knock out the rest of it and really bring myself back, because I'm starting, yesterday and today, I started to feel a glimpse of who I used to be, and it felt good. And I could tell that the people around me, I was just happier, you know? And it's good to feel happy. So if you're not thriving, keep on trying. I'm Andy with Andy's Dizzy Vlogs. stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.